Hello everyone, my name is Elby and today I'm bringing you the Landgraab mansion. Now this is a long video. I think it ranges at like 25 minutes. That is insane to me, but I think this took me like every bit of 3 to 4 hours to make. I mean, it was crazy. I love building and I'm like still trying to like get used to it and like learn how to do it and everything, and I think it's really cool, like the outcome's really great, but actually trying to make a house is disgusting. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just, make a fancy box, make a bunch of other fancy little boxes added onto it, try and make it look nice. Oh my goodness, the roof. Oh no, the roofing is not it. So I have cut out the like 20 to 30 minutes of me just making the house and roofing it. So you're welcome. But that does mean that the other 25 minutes of sped up footage is just me making the house and like making it look nice on the inside. And then I think I also do a little bit of landscaping, but when I say I got to the landscaping and did ass, I gave up. Oh my goodness. It got to the point where I was like, I've been doing this for 4 hours. I literally just want to stop. So the outside of the house is kind of like meh. I guess in my mind I was like, okay, it's a desert. It's not like you can have like a whole lot of like landscaping, right? So it's kind of just, it is what it is. But yeah, building the inside of this house, every bathroom is exactly the same, like to a T, exactly the same, like same color scheme, same objects. That is the one thing that like I refuse to do several different times. But this house has like, gosh, I think there are 6 bedrooms, maybe 7, and like that doesn't include like the one office space. So you will constantly be able to put your Sims here. You will not have that problem of not having enough room for your Sims. But I think this is a really fun build. This is the first time I've ever built this big of a mansion and like tried. So since there's not a whole lot to talk about with the build, you're actually just gonna watch it. I made a list of questions, like Q&A questions, but Sims style. So for the next 20-ish minutes, we can talk about my favorite things in the Sims and my least favorite things in the Sims, and like, if there are any questions that you want to answer in the comments, you are more than welcome to. And if for some reason you see this and you want to make a video of you doing these questions, by all means. I legit just sat down 5 minutes before recording this audio and was like, you know what? That's a lot of time to talk about a Sims build. Let's talk about the Sims in general. So I do have some pretty basic questions like favorite townie, fave town, like favorite thing in the game, that kind of thing. So we are just going to chat. But we'll start off with my favorite townie. And my favorite townie would probably be maybe Bella Goth. I really like Bella Goth. I think she's really pretty. Of course, she's part of the Goth family. They are so famous in The Sims. And I like their style. I personally wear all black. I'm very goth-esque, so I like them. I would like to give them a really good makeover sometime soon on my channel. Maybe I'll do that next. I'm not sure, but I love them. And then least favorite townie is probably like the best friends households. The household in Willow Creek, where it's the 3 friends, I probably dislike them the least. Just because every time I put a Sim down in that neighborhood, they always come over to my house and like do the welcome wagon, and I just can't stand them. No real reason other than they're a little annoying sometimes. So Also, you're gonna see me play around in this living room for a long time. It might not seem like a long time for you guys, but oh my goodness, I feel like I did this living room for like 2 hours. Okay, I just really could not figure it out. Favorite Sims game. So with this question, I was thinking that this could range with like any kind of Sims title. So like Sims Medieval, My Sims, Sims Animals, Sim Animal Africa, Sims Kart, whatever. Sims Kart, that's not the game, it's My Sims Racing. Anyway, but my favorite Sims game is My Sims Kingdom. I had it for my Wii. I played it every single day. I've beat it twice, and I am currently going to every thrift shop I can find, every bookstore that sells video games, trying to find it. I have My Sims on Origin, and I play it on my computer. Love it. It's everything. But I want My Sims Kingdom. My Sims Kingdom is there are like 5 games that really tell me my childhood of what 5 video games did you play whenever you were a kid? One of them was My Sims Kingdom, like religiously every day. The moment I got a Wii and Animal Crossing and My Sims Kingdom came out, every single day I spent, developing my kingdom or developing my Animal Crossing town and like making friends. Because I didn't do any like after school sports or anything. I just came home and played my Wii. But yeah, favorite game, 10 out of 10. EA, please remake that game. I require it. I need it in my life. Also, there are 2 living rooms in this house. Like, I guess I was thinking of like a formal living room and like an informal living room. And then on top of that, there is a, oh my goodness, like a movie theater-esque room upstairs. And so, yes. Several places for your Sims to sit their butts. But least favorite Sims game. Maybe like My Sims Mobile. Or not My Sims Mobile, but like any kind of Sims mobile game. Just because they're not as good as the, Sims games themselves. I've played a couple of them. I think I have one of them on my phone. I think there's only 2. Maybe there's just one. But the one that they're like still pushing now, I just don't like having to wait for stuff in real time. That's like the biggest downside. I think it looks great. I think it's, it's a decent game, but I hate waiting for things IRL. All right. Favorite Sims pack. And this could be from like any Sims game. Like any Sims 1, Sims 2, Sims 3, Sims 4, whatever. Also, my breathing, oh my goodness. I had to fight my boom arm today. It broke off of my desk for some reason. I think I pulled it too hard and it snapped off my desk. So it took me about 20 minutes of like wrestling it to get it back. But my least favorite Sims pack, see, I know a lot of people will probably say My First Pet Stuff, but I like My First Pet Stuff for the fact that I like having the little hamster cage and little rat cage and whatnot. I personally have 3 guinea pigs myself, so I like the idea. I like having them, so I didn't mind paying an extra $10. It did kind of feel like a little bit of a ripoff, but at the same time, I don't know. It did not bother me as much as I think it bothered a lot of people. I think there are like a few other worse packs in existence. That spooky stuff pack, like the little spooky stuff. Yeah, that one was ass. Let's see. I think a lot of people right now are talking about the party pack, like luxury party, how it's not that great. And it's not. It's kind of just meh. But I don't have like the most least favorite. I think there are just several packs that kind of just, I don't gravitate towards. And then favorite Sims pack. Favorite Sims pack. I use a lot of like the toddler stuff and the kid stuff packs. Whenever I go to make rooms, I typically grab something from that, or like Parenthood whenever I'm building. Those 3 packs are like something that I grab all the time. I use quite a lot. Like, I require them when building. They just make everything look just a little bit nicer. I think the base game kid stuff kind of looks a little weird, a little bit too childish, or like very specifically childish, and I don't know. So that's that. Favorite town. I can tell you right now, my least favorite town is Oasis Springs, just because of how orange it is. And whenever it's summer, they have like a lot of those like heat waves. Like whenever you scroll back, it's the heat like actually moving and, you know, creating that like ripple effect, like it's underwater. I don't know. I hate it. It's just so bright and warm and orange and like meh. Beautiful place, but I personally do not like playing here. My favorite town, I'm trying to think. I feel like Newcrest is my favorite, and Newcrest specifically because it's an empty world that we were given the ability to like basically do whatever we want, right? Like, that to me was fantastic. Like, I kind of wish we had another town that was like that it's just so fun. You can really do whatever with it. You can put whatever houses. I mean, it could be all commercial if you wanted it to. See, that's all I need in my life. I'm actually wanting them to make another Newcrest town, or like another Newcrest-esque town, like maybe one that was I don't want to say cold, but maybe a little more mountainous, an empty town that's mountainous and also makes use of the terrain tools that we have now. A lot of our worlds are incredibly flat, and I feel like if they made us another Newcrest-esque town where it's not flat, we could put use to that tool that we have. But that's just my idea. So favorite thing to do in the game and least favorite thing to do in the game. Least favorite thing to do in the game is 100% filling needs of my household. I cannot stand having to take care of any of my Sims. I just want to cheat it away, cheat their needs. I want them to stop complaining. That's just that. Like, that is it. I do not want to deal with them anymore. Oh, Mama has come to join. Mama knows when I'm filming. Like, she knows when I'm doing something, when I have the mic on, whatever. Like, she comes over here to bother me. She wants attention and love, but she doesn't want to like lay down for attention and love. She wants to rub up against the mic, but I'm gonna try and like push her away while I continue to answer this. But yeah, least favorite thing, taking care of Sims, taking care of toddlers, children, trying to get their skills up, anything like that. I would just rather cheat it and like play the game. Which leads me into favorite thing to do in the game is probably just looking at my Sims. Like, I love to take little screenshots of my Sims doing the most mundane of things. I actually recently went back on my assembler and checked it out to see what it was all about, see what I posted. It's honestly cringe, but if you want to know it, it's just LB Hun on Tumblr. I went back and like kind of cleared it up in the sense like it's no longer has like all the CC I used to download. I deleted a lot of those posts. I did at one point have like a CC Tumblr where I kept all the CC that I wanted to download. I just reblogged it. But for my main blog, my LB Hunt blog, I like deleted all my posts that didn't have to do with the family that I was posting, which was the Hun legacy, and I think I did like a spin-off of the Hun Legacy called like Riley's Life, which was like one of my third generation Sims cousins. I don't know. It's honestly a mess. Maybe it was a second gen. I don't know. I kind of tried hopping around all the different households for 3 gens, taking pictures of everybody, because that's so fun to me. I love taking pictures. I think whenever my boyfriend was going through my computer, he said I had like, 1,000 screenshots or something. It was insane. I don't know. It is what it is. I love taking screenies, so that's probably my favorite thing to do in the game. Just take screenshots of them. Favorite style and least favorite style. In The Sims, I can't really think of a style that I don't like. At first, I didn't like this mid-century modern style. I was like, okay, well, lame. But after putting it in my house, it's so sleek. It just looks good. I like those hairpin legs. Like that chair that I put the bowling stuff pack, whatever that bowling pack was. That chair that came in that, and the Tiny Living. Was that Tiny Living or bowling? I can't tell. Tiny Living, I think, has one that looks like that, but with pillows on it, maybe? I'm not sure. I'll have to go and check. But that chair, that style of chair, ooh, perfect. Like, I want that in my real house. But least favorite style, probably like the granny style. I never use it. I actually never use it. Like that old antique ancient looking chairs with and couches that have the ugly pattern and whatnot. I don't use it. I despise. I refuse. But at the same time, it has its place, right? Like, you see me putting it here in this build. I'm really trying to branch out and stop using the same 5 couches over and over again. And so in my mind, I don't know if you know anything about the Landgraab family, but Queenie and whatever her husband name is, I was thinking that they probably collected that antique furniture and it came from like their parents or whatever. Like maybe they bought it and they put it in this house. And so the Landgraabs have just kept it. I don't know. That's kind of my thought. I wish we had more, in the sense of I wish it looked better and we had like a grandparent stuff pack. Honestly, favorite stuff pack from Sims 3 Generations. Amazing. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. Perfect. We need more, right? So, while I do dislike the style, I think it is really good in the terms of storytelling and building. So, favorite mod. For me, the Red Shelf mod, which I forgot to download again. See, you could take away whatever the UI cheats mod, you could take that away from me and whatnot, and I don't care. You take away my Red Shelf mod, and I feel like my houses like get 5 points taken off of them. Like this house, with the Red Shelf mod is like a good 7 out of 10 ish. You take away the Red Shelf mod and it knocks it down to like a 2 out of 10, like a 3 out of 10, that kind of thing. So Red Shelf mod, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You can still do the things that the Red Shelf mod does without the mod, but I just find the shelf mod makes it a little bit easier, I feel like it perfects the angle and like the height of where you want things to go. So I require that. Favorite job and least favorite job in The Sims. I love making my Sims like, what is it called, like entrepreneurs, or wherever when they self-employed. There we go, self-employed. I like doing that personally. I like it whenever they just write books or paint or make arts and crafts, whatever it is, candles. I personally like that because that means they get to stay home and I don't have to like fast forward time for 10 minutes and wait for them to get back. But I really like that. And jobs that I hate the most in The Sims, any job that I have to go with them. So the doctor career or the scientist career, which I've never done. I've never played the scientist career because I played the doctor career when it first came out and despised it. Legit worst time of my life. I've also never played through the Strangerville Legacy thing. I've never done it, never going to. You can't make me. And then we'll end it with CC or no CC. I love CC, but I've like recently deleted all of my CC and I just try to play, without it. I find that there's enough stuff in the game where I can be like, okay, I can make a sim, I find that sometimes it does get repetitive and that I require more colors or something, but for the most part, I just get over it, right? It is what it is. I'd just rather deal with it and make it to where if you ever went to my gallery, you could always download it. Or if I had to go back to playing on my Mac, I could continue to download all of my Sims, and have them pre-dressed and not have to redress them again. And then Max's Match or Alpha, that is a 100% Max's Match. Alpha is disgustingly ugly. I used Alpha when I played The Sims 3. I think The Sims 3 Alpha, or like what Alpha is today for The Sims 4, I think that style looked better with The Sims 3, but for The Sims 4 personally, I feel like Alpha just does not work. Like, there's a lot of beautiful Alpha. Like, that stuff looks realistic and genuine and beautiful, but I personally don't use it. I find that I can't figure it out, yeah, no, not for me, but very beautiful. If you use it, more power to you. Honestly, if you use CC at all, more power to you. I got to the point where like I would download so much, so much, and like something would break or like, I don't know, just what happens with CC, that or I just want more. Always wanting more. But that is Q&A, Sims Q&A. But we're at the end of the Landgraab build. I'm going to start to head off. This is the outdoor. I kind of told you about it. And then you're going to see a little bit of the top half of the house. It's very beautiful. I like this house. I love the Landgraabs. I think they're going to be a very fun family to play with. I would really like to see, some kind of like Landgraab legacy of some sort. I think the Landgraab family should marry like into the Pancake family like I did with my Rags to Riches, or marry into like the Goth family. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just like make another rich family and they'll marry each other. I don't know. But I think that would be really cool. Because this house is way too big to only have 2 to 3 people living in it right now. They need more kids. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one. I really appreciate you for being here. And I will see you all another day. And I hope you have a good day or night. I feel like I keep saying that, but I think that's Deligracy's outro. So I need to stop saying that. I didn't recognize it until I said it one day and went and watched a Deligracy video, like an old one. I was like, oh shit, that's where I stole it from. So let me figure something out, because that's not it. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good day or night. I'm gonna say it again, but have a good day.